it's over.
Oh yeah, that's the boys said in my room. They were like, have a celebration, and I didn't want to like copy anyone's or do something just normal. And like I literally thought of it last night. I was also like on TikTok before I go to bed, just like a couple minutes, and I saw some Marvel clips, and I'm like, that's kind of hard. So I just thought I'd pull that out. So yeah, that's just kind of how it came. So.
Doctor Strange fan, or is it just like you saw on TikTok?
It's really just kind of watching Marvel stuff, and Brian Burns did the whole Spider-Man thing, so I can't do that. And I'm just like, no one's ever hit the Doctor Strange. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. I'm a big Marvel fan, so it's just like, pretty cool to hit that in game. So just had to go get the sacks first to do it. So.
What about those? How'd you feel about your game?
Man, so like in our joint practice, it wasn't my best day, and just kind of like. In the league, you just kind of got to grow from that and learn. And just coming into the game, it was just like, I've never had this much excitement going into a game before. Like, I felt a little bit more nervous in college. Like, not like nervous, but it's just like, I felt excited to get out here. And so it was just like, kept hunting. Whenever my opportunity was to get out on the field, just go hunt. And then I got there, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's cool to have those like first moments in the league, like, in the moment, you're just in a football game, and then when you're on the sidelines, you're like, wow, I'm in the NFL. Like, it's super cool. And so, I'm just very happy about it and excited about it, and, excited for the future games that we have, so.
And you got, like, a lot of snaps, too. Does it help get in rhythm when you're getting that much playing time? And all?
Yeah, it helps. It's nice. Growing up, it's just really taking advantage of the reps you get, not counting the reps. And we had John Gordon come in. He's a writer of a lot of great books, a good speaker too. And he talked about being a hero, which is like waiting for the moment to like for the clock to run down so like the game can be done, or be a warrior and just attack every second of the game, not worrying about when it's going in. And I can feel myself doing that in college sometimes, and here I'm just like every moment just attack it. And so whenever the reps I had, whether that was on like kickoff, I was waiting for my turn to get on special teams, and I did. I was excited for that. But just like playing defensive snaps, it was just exciting to get out there and just attack every rep. Make it mean everything, because it every play counts in football. So.
Led to your two sacks, or could you kind of review both of them and your any plan?
Yeah, so kind of attacking it. It's more of just like you kind of if you don't have power in this game, you can't really like get anywhere, and I'm a big guy, and like my philosophy is setting things up, playing chess with the guy throughout the game. Several times when I attacked him, they're really good with like shooting, like throwing your hands down when you get pressure, and like standing them up. That's why they like to throw your hands down. And I got like put down on the ground several times. I'm like, man, this is embarrassing. But like, what I'm saying, I felt like I needed to adjust. And so like throughout the game, I go instead of attacking power, it's show that I'm attacking power, then get off it quick, dip and rip, use my bend, get to the quarterback really, and it worked. And one of my TFLs too, like he came at me like super aggressively, and I know if I attacked him and I tried to, and I would have, stood him up, but like I knew he would have tried to throw me down again. So really, I took the liberty of going inside, making the play on the running back. And, that's a risk you take. There's a reward, and if you don't make the tackle, you might be called to the sidelines. But you know what I'm saying? It's just really playing the game, within the game, playing chess. And, sometimes you got to set up things, and guys will see that, and maybe you'll start out differently at different games. So it's just really playing that chess match on the field.
Does the confidence you found, or like that excitement you're talking about, does that help you kind of take risks throughout the game?
I would say not really. It's just more of just like I'm excited to play the game a little bit, but it's just more like even if maybe you're not having the best game, or maybe like you are having a good game, but you don't find you just find yourself in like, got to keep going. It's really just still playing that game, playing chess match with the guy in front of you, and just, understanding what they're going to do in that, down in distance, where they are on the field. It's really just continuing to play the game. Your highs are your highs, get back to middle. Your lows are your lows, get back to middle. It's really just staying in the middle every time and just really attacking it. Like, yeah.
How did it feel to take those risks and getting that reward?
It felt good. It felt really good. All the guys were getting hyped on the sidelines. Like I said, I didn't have a good practice 2 days ago. So, like, just being out there, the guys were just hyped. Like, yeah, Mike. So, money, Mike. Like, it's just cool being out there and just, like I said, attacking it and just really doing what I can to help this team win. And it just shows what I can do. And it's just great. And a lot of guys, attacked it too on defense. So it's just like being able to help this team win is just really the biggest thing. And I think, that's the exciting part, is showing what I could do on like basically every phase besides offense. So
What's your mindset kind of going into the game? Like when you entered in, what was your mindset kind of going?
this is the biggest stadium I've ever been in. Like, I'm from Michigan, so like Ford Field is decently big. But like this place is booming, like the Who Dat chant, just like everything. It was a surreal moment. Going to warm up, I'm like, man, I'm in the NFL. All right, time to attack it. So that's just kind of how I felt going into it.
You want to answer what I was going to ask, but what does this opportunity, knowing that this is the biggest stadium, knowing that you play in the NFL, and having this opportunity with the Saints, what does this opportunity mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, I'm an undrafted rookie. I got to do everything to make this team. And just putting myself out there, putting, good plays out there. And even if it's not making the tackle or getting the sack, it's just doing my job at like a physical 100%, everything just on the line every single day, every single game, and really just showing what I can do to make the team. And, it's just like growing closer together like every day with the dudes in that locker room too. It's just huge, learning from Grando, from Chase, from Cam, like, it's great to learn from a lot of those guys too. Tyree coming in as well as Ant, like learning from all those guys. Chris too, like it's just like it's an advantage. I'm taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just the biggest thing, is just living it every day and just enjoying it, man. And so like I think it's a big opportunity, and I'm excited for the next 2 games and joint practices that we have. So
We were also told you delivered on rookie talent night. What was your
oh shoot. So my coach was like, listen, none of the edges have been booed, so you better bring your A game. And I was like, all right. And I was gonna do certain songs, but I'm like, I feel like No Diggity. No Diggity by Blackstreet? Yeah. Pull a little Dr. Dre rap at the beginning. I just went out there, just had some good moves, killing it. I literally was listening to every night after practice, just like on the way back to the hotel, got it memorized, and everyone enjoyed it, So that was just, yeah, definitely killed it for sure.
I don't want to make too much of this. But Selly, you come up with this idea last night, you said?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that like, it just came to me, and so I went with it. Kind of like, Cam Jordan with his levels. I've never seen anyone do that before. So it's just like, everyone has their own thing, if that makes sense. So I thought I'd do that.
Like the thing that I'm curious about, do you practice that? Or it's
Literally thought
you do it is in a game?
That was the first time I did it. My first sack was the first time I did it. It's just something I thought of. So I'm like, all right, if this looks bad, oh well, it can be fixed the next time. So
You didn't have one in college then?
I had like a couple. Like I'm a devout Christian, and so I always point to the sky, praise Jesus in everything I do. I'm still gonna pull that out, and like I still thank Him for everything. Putting me here. But like I thought it'd be nice to have a little bit something different. I always did like a high kick, baseball bat. Like I did that like once. So, I thought I'd try to find something other than like. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the league now. I think I need to have something that's just like something that stands out, I guess, if that makes sense.
It's like also like manifesting a sack in the preseason game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Come on now. All the guys were like, hey, Mike, it's time to go get some. I'm like, I got you. Like, so that's just kind of how it was.
The hard part of the day's practice, like, why do you feel like you had a bad practice? And like, how did you process that? Like, at what point did you get over it?
So kind of going in, I was just excited, but like, it's a new team, and I'm like, oh, nerves creeping in a little bit, but I'm still like hype. I'm ready to go. I go in, and I have a couple good plays, but there was one, and like, we didn't really know much about him. We just kind of went in blinded a little bit. And so I went to attack the tackle on one. I thought he was passing, so I was like bull rushing. And I didn't realize the running back ran right in this gap. It was a run play, and I'm sitting here and I'm passing through like it's a pass, and it looks so bad on film. I'm looking around. I'm like, can we like next clip, please? And then there was one. We got a call, and I was supposed to drop, but I didn't. I thought the ball was on one side, and I think it was just more of like I was seeing something, and I was just going and locking it in instead of just slowing it down, and that's just like what hurt me the most, because I know the playbook and I know where to go. It's just kind of those small things that is just slowing the game down and seeing it and then going and attacking it. And today I was able to just be cool and just go in and attack it, and I was excited. And so that really slowed the game down for me. Seeing, did study on them from watching the practice, see some like little tells with, formations, delta motions, being able to see those things, and then going in, getting the play call and be like, all right, I got to drop on this or I got to rush on this. Cool. All right, now let's see what type of, formations they're giving me. So I was able to like really slow it down, but really it's embarrassing. When you got those plays, it's super embarrassing. And like, you just want to not have those embarrassing plays. You just want to go out there and play good. So
like by yesterday, you kind of passed it, good. Like, at what point did you kind of that happened? I need to.
Well, I was kind of over it when I woke up, but I realized we had to still finish our clips in the morning. So I'm like, man, I still got several bad plays. So I'm like, all right, got over it. And I'm just like, man, that was awful. And it was really just praying. I sat in my hotel. I prayed a lot. I talked to my wife. And it was really just one of those things that you're ready to, it's a game tomorrow. Put it behind you. You got to put plays behind you if maybe they're not your best. And you just got to keep going, have fun with it. So that's just kind of how it was. I came in today, stomach felt a little gurgly in the morning, but got over it. I was like, man, this is exciting. I came here and I'm like, whew. So I just had a rush and, I was out there the whole time and, here we are. So it's really just kind of, I don't know, really just calming down, trusting in the Lord that no matter what, I'm still his child and I'm still alive and I'm still playing ball. So I think that's just the biggest thing, is just going and playing, doing your job, going 100%, and you can't do anything wrong there.
What kind of feedback did you get from Chase and Cam?
Really just, and Cam really is he harps on getting out the stack. And if you don't know what that means, instead of stopping if you got to the quarterback or stopping when they threw the ball, you run. Right. And I was a big guy with that a little bit in college, and I started to grow in it. And here, I think the heat got to me a little bit. And so it was one of those things I'm still growing with, is doing that. But really the biggest emphasis about effort. Right. And, in a game, you got to practice how you play. And so in a game, you really want to just keep attacking it and, chasing after the quarterback scrambles. Maybe it's a screen. You just got to get out and go. And I think him harping on that really helps us and helps me to understand to just go and keep going. Even if you're tired, just keep going and going. And practicing out in that heat helps. I'm not going to lie. It felt great in the dome today. So, that's just kind of the experience there. And then Chase is really just go mess stuff up. I'm keeping it PG-13, but go mess stuff up, dude. You're better than them. You're physical. You were physical in practice, so just go be great. So